Yeah. So what else have you changed? Is it language?
Yes, so I will change a sentence to ensure that I'm speaking exactly to the woman that I want to speak to.
Mhm.
So I think I used to say even things like, this is like, I guess like, I didn't realize it until sitting down and like thinking about it. But I used to say like ass and shit like that, like grow a bigger ass and stuff like that. Yes, that lands with females, but it also landed with more males.
Yeah.
So my niche, I talk more about being jacked or
Yep.
like a jacked upper body, and so that's like the way that I've done it. Yeah, I think it's just little tweaks like that. Has there been anything that you've noticed?
I think there's probably less of the like, how do I describe it? How you expect the gross tradie to talk about women. Women have a thing where they talk to each other like that. I think there's less of that.
Yes, I think that gets saved for the
Group chats.
the group chats. I think the stories and what's on my grid are two different things as well. Like if I go a day without posting my face on my story, it's like missing persons unit. Yeah, missing person unit. Like, I'm more freely going to talk like that to my camera on my stories, but it's not your first impression of me on my page.
Yeah.
And if you click on any of my pages or you come across that, maybe in the comments when my girls are commenting like thirsty men, different stories there, like in the comment section, personality wise. But I talk to women wanting to feel hot in a way that's not sexualizing them. So
yeah.
I think that's like and there'd have to be specific examples for us to both think about. But I definitely think that's
shifted.
Yeah.
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 I think one of them is like speaking to a few coaches that are coming through this space is like showing up as impressive before hot.
Yeah.
So a filter for a lot of the people I've worked with are like, they're like, oh, I don't want to be that type of coach. I don't want the question of this, is there a spicy link here somewhere? Like, what the fuck's going on? But I want to show my body and I want to, like, I'm proud of it and, like, I just fucking deserve to. And other women want to see that and aspire to it and feel like that. And you talked about, like, keeping the lights on with your partner and all that kind of shit. Like, you're selling that feeling.
Yeah.
So you have to showcase it. But how do you showcase it in a way that's not for the male gaze? So I like the filter of, like, is it impressive or is it just hot?
Yeah, and I think that if you do, like what I'd said before, like if you do have something that if you posted it alone, you'd be like, is that a thirst trap or is that me feeling like I'm just showing off my hard work?
Yeah.
Pair those photos or those videos with your campaign intelligent content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't use that for your standalone posts if that's not the outcome that you're wanting or you're finding that you're getting too many men. I'm not going to keep caveating that. You get what I mean now. But like in that sense, be impressive by showcasing your brain with your body in that post then.
Yeah.
I think because like don't not post it. Like you're hot. Post it. You work so hard for your body. You have grown. You show up. You do the thing. Be impressive by what you say with how you look at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's the easiest way to mitigate that.
Yeah. Like I filter my content through that.
Yeah.
It's like I post myself topless 4 to 5 times a week.
Yeah.
But every single time it's like, is this, and not that I think I'm impressive, am I trying to convey like impressive or am I trying to convey tell me I'm pretty?
Yeah.
Because it's like I can lean back against the door and pull some V-line out and like squint my eyes a little bit and it's like, oh, well now it's a thirst trap.
Yeah.
If I just stand there in the most muscular like Superman pose, it's like, this is the fucking muscle I have right now.
Yeah.
So like I think you just have to be conscious of that, whatever side of the coin that you are on. But I think it has way more, like, I'm going to not get 30 fucking emojis from the V-line because I'm a male and women aren't notoriously as creepy as men. So, but I think that plays true across everywhere. It's just like, is it impressive? Are you trying to be impressive or are you trying to be hot? And I think that makes a really big difference.
Yeah.
Profile pictures are really big part of it. Your pin posts will be a really big part of it. I think language, like you said, even using, I would be curious, like words that men don't use. So you mentioned like us and moving away from that.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, oh, did you move to dumpy? Because like I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's because you respect women.
Yeah, but it feels weird.
Yeah.
And even like baddie, I'm like, you're fucking 36. When you're saying baddie for, stop it. Like I use it ironically on the podcast. That's it.
I don't think a man has. Oh no. I think the one that makes me the most sick, and you'll never see me write it, and you know I'm averse to it, muscle mummy.
And that was the other one I was going to say.
I don't use muscle mummy.
Yeah.
I'll call women, if I'm being the thirsty guy on my friends or people in the industry's photos, it's mammy.
Yeah.
I'll call them mammy, but like
I think a dude would go with muscle mummy.
Yeah. Yes,
So
they do.
That's in the ass category of like, don't use that. But I think if you were like dumpy, jacked, whatever, in that kind of area, like guys, I don't think that's a common.
I think fatty is an FPHATTY. Fatty is one that I've definitely used because you're just like, what? Yeah, it's like I would only use that with my girlfriends. A guy has never.
I don't think you send it at like with a bunch of dudes.
I don't find that in my requests.
And a bunch of guys being like, oh, she's got a fatty. It's like, look at her ass.
Yeah. It's and I think that was probably a subconscious thing as well. Like it's just I always had this perception that like I didn't want to come across as sounding like a bimbo. And this was like a big thing that we initially like had spoken about when I was overcoming my public image and how I was showing up. Until I realized how much words matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, my God, you do need to speak to that. And those little things do add up. And it doesn't mean you have to go through your content now and hyperanalyze every single thing. But when I'm writing a sentence, it's like, would I send this to, and I put like, you know, your ideal client, like think of one of your clients. Would I send this to her? Or is this in my Instagram DMs?
Yeah.
It's like my quick little easy.
Yeah.
Would a man send that after a fire emoji?
Yeah.
Or would I say that to my girls?
Yeah.
Reading the transcripts of your own check-ins is also pretty cool as well because when you and I spoke about what I call the collective of women and it's gals.
Yeah.
I went through and read a few of my check-in transcripts just to be like, how do I greet them? What do I write? Angel and like gals when they're the two that I use all the time.
I call all my girls dude.
Hell yeah.
So what are the stats? I'm going to say them in the intro because we've left it till the very end, but what is your engagement percentages at the moment?
So my current overall profile audience details, gender is 16.3% men, 83.7% female engagement.
Yeah, it's mad.
And of the last, I just took a screenshot of my last 24 hours of follows and the ones that I can fit in the screen. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 only show on the screen.
Just flex them up. 10 follows in 24 hours.
There's more, but 10, and of that 10, 7 qualified for a follow back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I don't follow back. Like if 7, were females that I followed back and DM'd.
Yeah, and even like the ones in there I followed all 3 of them and had conversations with all 3 of them. So they've come from the Learn Pod.
Yeah, they've come from the Learn Pod. It was like a CrossFit gym. It was like a male coach, like stuff like that where it's like, yeah, cool. I can see how you found me.
Yeah. They're all podcast listeners.
Correct.
All 3 of them, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, how much we got left? Is that 11?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Heaps of time. So the last, I want to focus primarily on the last 6 weeks.
Yes.
Because our data's a little sparse before that.
Yeah.
Life be lifing.
Yes.
Stopped lifing.
Yes.
Gave us a little bit of time to breathe.
Yeah.
What did you change 12 weeks ago to then go and do 6 sales in 6 weeks?
I followed a campaign for posting. Made sure that there was a minimum standard of things that I could execute.
So here's what I think is important. So I have an inquiry overnight that I did an audit for this morning.
Yeah.
Just like a voice message, 4 minutes. This is
Yeah.
what I can see in your account.
Yeah.
Things are slow. They're stale. I'm not getting any leads. I'm not picking up any clients. She's posting from what I could see every second day.
Yeah.
So she's posting enough.
Mm-hmm.
But crickets.
Yeah.
You didn't disappear.
No.
And I think it's really important to put that out there and say, like, just posting right now isn't enough. And I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's just not right now.
No.
So you were posting.
Yes.
It just wasn't to a standard. What was the standard that shifted for then that to be like, okay, now it's actually converting?
So if I I would still be posting clients and things like that as well. So if you are posting your clients, it's sharing a journey and an explanation.
Yep.
If you are posting your own training, I think people want nuance, people want explanations, people want that stuff. So posting your training session with no other context like isn't gonna get that. People want to know the how of things.
Yeah.
So I think that by showing up when my life was in the thick of it, it was the bare minimum, make sure I don't get chewed up and spat out by the algorithm and like don't disappear. I think, let me just open up my Instagram and look at the last few. The things that have made the difference the most, and crazy, Ben's going to laugh when I say this stuff too. Things like better tiles on my like cover photos on my reels and shit like that. So
we did a bit of a brand audit, hey.
Yeah, so if I look at my Instagram as it stands right now, so it seems like the whole center different on a laptop.
Yeah.
But like the whole center is constant client results. So you click on my page, there is training, there is groups of girls, but less of, because we moved away from, I was pretty much only community, and you're like, I need you to share your brain a little bit more. And and then it's clients.
Don't forget you're actually smart.
Yeah, the sentence that rocked me. Yeah, not just showing the who you are, but showing the how you do it. I think that was the how is probably the biggest shift. Explaining, giving people answers in my content. If I had to summarize it without going into the details, like, yes, we do top of funnel.
Yeah.
My top of funnel is very specific. So like the one from 2 days ago was, has your man called you jacked and pretty today, or do I need to? Let me know.
Yeah.
So language, speaking specifically to that person only. The client results, explaining what the result was, how we got there, how they're feeling. It's a big one. How my clients are feeling as well. That's been a big thing for me as well. Being deliberate and relentless in the showing up of that, I think. Would you add? I
would add that you have sent
oh yeah,
on average 16, 32, 50, 60, roughly 70 DMs.
Yes. And that's
in that time.
That's not a story reply either. That's not just random engagement. That is 70 pre-qualified leads.
Yeah, mostly I assume from new followers. We're averaging about 13 new followers a week organically. And that's the other thing, guys, is this is a sale a week organic. No paid ads yet. So I think we had the conversation where we're like, you sell the idea of being in your circle incredibly well. From the outside looking in, like, I can see why lots of women would want to be a part of that group. What we weren't doing is being like, and like I just said, actually I'm also really good at my job.
Yes.
And I'm actually quite smart, and I've actually got a decade of experience, and I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So leading into that, I think saw almost instantly make a difference. Just little things like, here's my exercise, but this is why I did it. And people just like bang instantly. Yeah. Because you forget what you know.
Yeah, I think that was like the big one for me. Ben said, like, people don't know how smart you are. And where I think this is the thing, like the way that I was posting always used to work.
Yeah.
It always worked. until it didn't. Until it was like, okay, I'm having to, why am I scratching my head at why these things aren't happening anymore? As soon as my content changed, you know, the link in bio clicks changed and all of that. But then there were so many more pre-qualified leads following me. It all came together. I couldn't have one without the other.
So I just quickly want to go in on that. So it was working and then it stopped.
Yes.
So there is generally two types of accounts if you're not growing at the rate that you want to. A, which was Jason and I for a long period of time, even with our learn content. Really, really good information-based content. Can tell you smart shit all the time. But then you used to even say it all the time, like, we don't see you. Like, there's no, like, the personality isn't in it. The vibe isn't in it. So I'm really good at what we would generally say is like middle of funnel type content. Great for nurturing, great for authority, great for like building awareness and all that type of stuff. Worked for us for, when did I go online full time? 2019 till 6 months ago. And then it just stopped.
Empty personality, people didn't know. And I was too far on the other end of the spectrum.
And that's the second person it's you based, it's aspiration based, it's I like this person, I like the vibe, I like buying a vibe is a real thing. We've been talking a lot about the term, and I think actually Marnus gave it to me, but to be honest, it's fucking great, is the precision economy. Yeah. So we spoke about spending hasn't gone down, confidence in the market has, spending has not. So people are more precise with what they're willing to spend money on. So it's not good enough to buy a vibe. And I don't care if you're smart if I don't like you. I need both. So they're not willing to opt in, reach out, DM, do the lead thing unless they have both. So interesting. I had a couple of, while I was doing the builds for the courses, I went to sleep on my spoken stories and I had a look at the data and I was like, we had no inbound leads.
Yeah.
None. Because that's my personality thing for once a week, I'll be like, I'm fucking so excited about this. And then I'm gone. I'm going to build it.
Yeah.
And then I came back and then I've finished it on the stories every day. I really like this. I really like this. Like DMs are up again. I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay. Like the personality was missing again.
Yeah.
So you have to have both. And also it's completely normal if you're sitting there being like, but this used to work.
Oh, 100%. I think if you're wondering why your inbound inquiries are down, I would highly encourage you to think about the last time you sent an outbound one.
Yeah, that's a great fucking point.
Clip that. Because that was me for a really long time. And when you are posting, because I know that a lot of people will be in my position as well, where you're like, I'm scared of what people will think when I don't post this and blah, 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 and just like changing that shift in perspective. But when you're in a position where your social media is very specifically about your business, so people click on your profile, they know you are a business. Check. So making sure you've got that. You know, every week when Ben and I jump on our call, and he does it with everyone, I just know personally from my experience, he'll look at my Instagram and be like, do you look like a business? And you jump on my profile, you know that I'm a business. I'm confident in that. If people are following me, they are not following me for any other reason other than, unless you know them personally or, you know, just a social connection. They're following you because they're following your business.
So I just want to clarify, because I think people will take the word business as this like polished, quote unquote, professional vibe. It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to. And even like when we did the branding audit with Jess, I was like, I don't want to take, it's like Jess's feed is almost chaotic, but it's not, and it's purposeful, but we need the same font, the same colors, the same branding. Shout out to Sandra, because it's your page that I use as an example all the time. It's fucking brilliant.
Yes.
Is it Sculpt by Sandra? Is that her?
Yes.
So I'll give her a shout out because it's excellent. The balance of
just make sure
her brand, her colors, her Instagram native content, Canva based content. It's not like you went onto a fucking accountant and it's just letterhead shit. Like, you guys don't want that. the audit I did this morning, I was like, the bio was actually kind of good. I was like, if you didn't have that written in your bio, I have no idea who you work with.
Yeah.
So the determining factor, and instead of the noise that's in my head, yours is, and do I look like a business? Mine is, do I know who you work with?
Yeah.
In 6 slides. That it's absolute number one critical thing.
Yeah. So yeah, people are, if they're following you, they're finding you, they're going on your profile, they're aware that what you do for a job, they know who you work with. If they are one of those people and they follow you because they resonate with what you post, which is why we post, I lost the fear of DMing those people.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm posting for you. You follow for a reason.
Yeah.
And oh my God, do I get left on scene? Yeah, sometimes I do get left on scene. But more often than not, it's an engaging conversation because when you are speaking to that person, they want to talk to you too.
We had one of our coaches yesterday be like, I get left on scene all the time. And I'm like, for all the guys that are still listening, which is probably not a lot, but maybe you are because you're interested, response rates of 20% for men is normal.
Yeah.
And we've literally just launched, hopefully you guys are seeing our ads, Secret Squirrel. We have launched that because the ratio of selling using a primary DM strategy is 70-30 women to female, and we're 2 dudes.
Yep.
Because guys just don't want to fucking talk in the DMs. They want logic and outcome all the time. Still message them, and dudes will give you 2-word answers, and then 2 weeks later be like, hey, can we do a call?
Yeah.
You're like, I thought you hated me, but sure.
Women are much more forthcoming. These are my problems. Can you solve my problems? Whereas men tend to be that little bit more apprehensive of hey, brother, I need help. They won't say that.
And the initial thing's no, fuck you, ego. And then it's kind of what are you doing over there?
Hey, I kind of like what you said when you said that thing a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's really interesting to watch that dynamic. I can't remember what I was talking about before I went there. Oh, Mads asking, get left on scene a lot.
Yes.
So 20 to 40% is a normal range of responses. So just have that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
That maybe 8 out of 10 people are going to ignore you.
Yeah.
And I put in the chat. So 2 weeks ago, we'd had a dry couple of weeks. I doubled up on 30 people that I'd already messaged that either 1 or 2 replies or 0. Mostly 0. Booked 5 appointments in a week. Just from hitting it again. And being willing to be yeah, I'm going to look like that. I wasn't pushy. I wasn't salesy. Just hey, how are you enjoying the content?
Yeah.
And that was it. And landed 4 sales out of 5 appointments. It's crazy. It's so easy.
If you're but if you're really struggling with how to strike up the conversation, we've given some good tips here.
Yeah.
But Ben created a resource.
DM me, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, DM, get it, because it can help break it down in your brain. We've got all the different situations. I was literally in it yesterday. All the different types of situations. So how they followed you, where you got them from, all the different sources of the leads that you can DM, and different ways to engage with them and interact with them to get the best possible outcome. And it works. It works.
So take homes, put effort and deliberate action into your content, show up on purpose. Just posting isn't enough, and you need to have a balance of help and aspiration and personality right now. And 2, if you're a female coach and you're experiencing lots of male attention through your feed, so is almost every other female coach. It's normal, but there are things that you can do to change.
Impressive before hot, beauty and brains.
Yeah.
Combine the both.
Yeah, 100%. If you got some value out of this episode, please comment, subscribe, do something. But what I really want you to do is go to stcfit.com, go to Standout PT, the lead magnet in there, and you can book a call with me. Now, in these calls, it's not just a sales call. I have to earn my right to sell to you. And to do that, I'm going to take the biggest problem in your business and I'm going to solve it in front of you inside that call. If you think I've done a good enough job, then I will talk to you about how Stand Up PT works and how our coaching works, and how you might want to move forwards with us. If I don't do a good enough job, well, you got a free business coaching session out of it. So jump on, do that. That's the end of the episode. Thank you, Jess, for filling in.
Thank you.
Excellent guest / host. Nailed it. And we'll see you next week.